And I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAWN of and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blue Simon City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
Gene Bailey.
We have a very special guest that
You know what it is, man. KCWya Radio, live right here on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, KC's global community radio station. It's my first show of the year, man, so y'all, I got to knock the dust off. Me. We gonna get rolling, though. We gonna get rolling. Like I said, happy Inauguration Day, Kansas City. The Chiefs win the first playoff game. Trump's out of office. 2021 is finally starting to turn around. You know what I'm saying? For the good. So, first off, let me introduce some of my guests in the building. Again, I have the local entrepreneur and creator of the all-new, all-black everything magazine, Miss Trish Mitchell. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Hey, guys. How y'all doing? Thanks for having me.
Most def. And then, it's only right I represent my brother, my Kansas City, Kansas brethren over here, man, Brother Terrence Maddox. He's the newly elected president of the KCK NAACP chapter number 4033. And I know y'all done seen him all over CNN and all over the place getting pulled in the streets by the police. But anyway, my boy T-Man.
That was you. What's happening there?
Hey, he national, baby. He national, like it or not. And then to my immediate left, my brother, Quez presents Marquez Beasley, man. If y'all ain't seen this, man, if y'all have never been to one of his performances, one of his brunches, one of his hair shows, he's done everything. And he's hosted the 816 Day, of course. You know what I'm saying. Y'all check him out, man. My brother, representing the American Jazz Museum, man. Quez presents Marquez Beasley. What's happening?
It's good to be here, bro. Good to be here.
Beautiful.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
It's a good day, man.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a great day.
It's a beautiful day. And shout out my homegirl, Janelle Banks, my co-host, man. She's out there holding it down in the comedy world. She's nationwide right now. She's soon to be worldwide. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't blow up until you show up. Y'all show her some love. Love my girl, Janelle. So, we just going to get it in. We going to jump in. Like I said, I ain't done this since last year. So, we just going to jump in. Of course, I got to start off with the Chiefs, right? Chiefs.
Playoffs.
What more can you say? Except anything is possible. Shout out Henny, man. You did your thing out there. One game away from the Super Bowl. Reports say Patrick Mahomes is looking good. He was practicing today.
No concussion.
No, it wasn't a concussion. He's cleared of all that. He got a little bent up, dude. Put a little extra one of them police chokeholds. Terrence know all about that hoe.
Right.
He's seen that. I remember that one. Yeah, so it was like a little nerve pinched or whatever. But he was practicing today. He took all the snaps. It was Hilaire was out there today. Yeah. They said Sammy Watkins was out there today. Yeah. So, man, we might be in full swing, y'all.
We got this.
We got this, y'all. And then I want to shout out Pat, because he's also going to renovate the Martin Luther King Park.
That's what I seen that on the news.
You saw that? Over there, it's off of Swope Parkway and Woodland. And, like, I never knew it was a park. I just seen tennis courts over there. You know, on the other side of Paseo High School and between Brush Creek. Yeah, so they really going to do something with it. It ain't nothing but tennis courts over there. So it's going to actually be a park. So shout out Patrick Mahomes, man.
Doing something for our city, man.
That's for the city. I mean, we got you for 10 years. You better leave your mark, man. Leave your mark in a good way. You know.
Yes.
So shout out to Chiefs. Like I said, much luck to y'all. Great game coming up this Sunday.
Yeah, and we play here, right?
We playing here, man.
It comes
serving up that buffalo stew. I don't know if y'all ever ate buffalo before, but we're gonna try it out Sunday. That's what's on the menu Sunday.
Buffalo. Name it. Buffalo dip.
Buffalo dip. Straight up. So like I said, this is my first show on the year. So we're gonna do a quick recap of what's been popping in the city. I say quick, but the city's still been booming. I don't know
Right.
if y'all have seen, man. Casey, where you at? Mayor looking said he been looking at y'all too.
He
saw
everything
y'all
doing.
Chiefs Sunday parties. He's
At the Vine.
well, he didn't say at the Vine.
He
He
didn't
didn't
say
say where.
So that's a good thing. Y'all doing a good job.
But he sent you. He said he's well aware he's going to be talking to promoters and business owners, and so. And that's after he gets back from the inauguration. If you didn't see, he is down there now. He's down there. He had his Chiefs hoodie on, the Chiefs scarf. He out there repping. So shout out Mayor Q, man. He trying to keep us safe out here. So like I said, we had Christmas and New Year's. It flew by, if you ask me. It just flew by, man. You do anything spectacular for New Year's, Christmas?
I was in the city. I went to Florida to visit my little sister. So I got out of Kansas City, and while y'all got snow, I was enjoying the beach. So that's what I did for Christmas.
No jealousy. See, man, anything for New Year's?
No, man. I just, with the pandemic going on, man, I was laying low.
You got that radio voice. You got that like Tyrone voice. Like your name should be Tyrone.
Just enough rasp on it. Miss Trish, anything?
Oh man, while y'all were having fun, I was working.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I do. I'm
Hustling.
always working.
Come on, hustling.
Yes, yeah.
I said I stayed in. My lady's daughter's birthday is the 31st, so we kicked it with the kiddos. They had their little sparkling grape juice. We did it like that for them. So and then I don't know. We was in Raytown. There wasn't too many gunshots. It was a few, but then it lingered off really quick. You know what I'm saying? Bro. But I heard the city was booming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard it was desert. Yeah.
Desert Storm.
Yeah.
Shots spotted.
Yeah,
Shots
fired.
fired.
They had my dog under the bed. He was so scared.
Oh, Lord.
Didn't see nothing but his little tail sticking out. I said, come on, y'all.
Oh, little tank.
Yeah.
Let me see. We had KC's own Low Key was live at the Gym Theater. So it wasn't like a concert, but it was a live.
It's a digital event.
Virtual concert. I got a thing for you, baby. If y'all don't know who Low Key is, put you in the game.
Kansas City, y'all.
Kansas City
Shout out
zone.
to them, man. They
Yes.
done their thing all these years, and we still give them that same respect. So shout out to all of them.
That's what's up.
We need to do tributes to like all of these people who paved the way for Kansas City.
For sure.
We really do. That's what's up, man. And like I said, it wasn't really too much on New Year's Eve. I know my guy Joseph Gayden had the Masquerade Bar over there at the Hilton. DJ Slice, DJ Foots, and the line dance queen, Miss D. Barker. They held it down, had a beautiful time. And then, my man Spencer Jett, he had a New Year's Eve mansion party. I know y'all seen them pics.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all seen them pics.
Was they wearing their mask?
Yeah.
I just got questions.
Yeah. What they call them
Shout
spreaders.
out to Spencer.
Super spreaders.
Spreaders.
But it looked like y'all had fun. I didn't hear I didn't hear nothing crazy pop off there. So,
The blood of Jesus was protected.
There you go. And then let me see my friends on the other side of the water, KCK. They been going till midnight. Sometime later than that, but I ain't gonna tell on y'all. But I know my boy over there, B Will, at the Esports Bar and the Cool Kids, they had their Buy 2020 New Year's Eve bash, and then Lounge 42, they did a New Year's Day party, so the day of New Year's. Beautiful events. And then of course we did our brunch and soiree on the 2nd. We had that snow come through, so we had that brunch. Let's try this again. New Year's brunch and soiree with Max Groove, and shout out my special musical guest Kevin Churchboy Johnson. Always a pleasure to have him hit the stage, man. Always. Let me see. We also Kansas City Improv Comedy Club starting off the year, right? We done had D.L. Hewley. Lil Duval came the weekend after that. I said, look at y'all. And then, man, shout out Legends Comedy Club, too. My boy Kevin Robe, if y'all never been there, it's Kansas City's black-owned comedy club right over in Raytown. I know he hosted the I Know My Partner game show at the Legends, you know what I'm saying? And the winning couples receive a staycation, vacation. They got a hotel package, photo shoot, little dinner, a 2-step session, and a massage.
Oh,
Look,
man.
I know. You better pay attention to your partner. You can win, Do you know your partner? Anybody married in here?
No.
No?
No.
Terry,
So y'all-
you quiet?
He got a situational shit.
You got a partner that you know real good.
He said we live. I'm not saying that.
It is what it is. 2021, a lot of things can happen. Let me see. Who knew we had a hockey team still? Did y'all know that?
No.
Hockey team, Kansas City Mavericks kicked off. They have been playing at Cable Dahmer Arena, which is the old Silverstein Arena right there in Independence. So yeah.
But we can't get an NBA team.
No. Well, it's not a national hockey league. It's not NHL, but it's still a pro hockey team.
I'm still mad about that.
It's all right. We working on it. We ain't got the money. They said we need a billionaire.
Y'all hear that?
I needed 400,000 people to send me $2,500. That's about the amount of people in Kansas City. About 400, 500. Everybody send me about $2,000, $2,500. We can get an NBA team.
The watchers of the Kempers can do it.
Look, Cash App 816 day KC. Let me see. What else we have? And speaking of Independence Mall, Lord, y'all been on high alert over there. Yeah, and I know this ain't an event, but I gotta say, get your kids, get your kids. They out there acting a fool, shooting in the parking lot, numerous fights. They got play guns in the mall, just causing all kind of chaos. Yeah, play guns. And
I seen a video. Yeah, they was playing with
people. You don't know. You just sitting there eating in the food court, and somebody come. What?
That's
be bad if they open carry.
That's what I.
Get bad. If they hide and carrying, they could be.
That's what I'm saying. A CCW. Somebody with a CCW could have just took you out and been within all their right.
Yeah.
Speaking of CCWs, shout out Pretty Pistol Posse. I know they're doing an interview actually with a news station today, or they would have been here. So I'm gonna have them on the next one. But you can check them out. And Synergy Tactical. They started their bi-monthly conceal and carry classes. So, of course, they go over the basics, fundamentals, and safety, including the laws you need to know for both Missouri and Kansas. So you can get your CCW just in case. You never know.
See, I'm that person. I can't carry a gun because I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like that one person that should never have a gun. I just know me. I'm an Aries.
I wish crazy people like.
I just know myself.
Exactly.
I'm saying I'll shoot somebody, but it's just that I don't want to carry that gun.
You smart.
I got a taser.
Maybe a taser.
They call me Trish Sparks. So.
Okay, T Sparks. Light them up.
Light them up.
That noise always shatters me. I be like a dog with a shot collar. You just get it.
It'd be best to act like they don't see me.
Yes. Look, I'm just saying it's better safe than sorry. Better to have one and not need it than need it and not have it. But they will also be offering self-defense classes and hand-to-hand combat training. Because after the Proud Boys and stormed the Capitol and stuff, you never know. The Capitol. The Capitol. I mean, you can. Well, now we gonna see what happens. Yeah, they cleaned it up. Because a twisted tea can only do so much for you, right? So you got to know how to defend yourselves in the times of action. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have Pretty Pistol Posse on here next time. Let me see. Shout out Inspired KC. She did the kids lit night virtual concert experience. Also hosted with my guy Bashad Breland from the Kansas City Chiefs. They had some very talented kids like Lil Ava and King D, both from Kansas City. And what's the girl? The girl Lele. That girl Lele. Y'all never seen her. She's probably 8, 9, 10 years old, million followers, views. Wow. Like she's doing her thing.
These kids get the game. Okay?
Yeah.
They get the tech world. Yeah. They get it.
Dope. And I think I think she said it had over 50,000 views on that kids lit night. So y'all was lit. Shout out to Inspired KC, man. And then the Comedy Club of Kansas City. That's the one on like 103rd. They just had Marlon Wayans out there. Who knew? I didn't even know that one, y'all. Casey, where you at don't know. Something ain't right. Something he got stuck in the pipeline. Yeah,
that was exclusive.
That was exclusive. No,
pandemic. They sold 60 tickets.
I mean, they can only have.
They knew who they was going.
They can only have so many.
That's why they didn't tell everybody.
Let me not.
You can only have so many.
Right.
But now I'm locked in your page. Now I'm making sure I ain't gonna miss nobody else. I got you. And let me see. There was a vision board workshop and brunch. My boy local fashion stylist and designer Travis Cal, man. Shout him out. And then my dude Quez. Yeah, I got you on there, Quez. Brunch with Quez and friends at Soiree with my guy Darren Cooper with the Ultimate Game Night Experience, man. Tell them about Brunch with Quez and friends.
It's every first Saturday of the month at Soiree. We bring in everybody. We bring in singers, local. If you're doing something in Kansas City, you can come on the show. Make sure you get them on the show. But it's every first Saturday. We played, last one we had Ultimate Game Night, and we played Family Feud. So every show is somebody different, and every first Saturday at Soiree, shout out to Anita. Shout out to Soiree.
Shout out Anita at Soiree, man. Oh, and I tried them salmon bites and fried salmon bites. Mm-hmm.
And the steak on Sundays.
Steak on Sundays. I got that on here, too.
And the drinks are incredible.
Yes. Because she's a whiskey lover, right? She got the whiskeys and rums down there. So if y'all like that, go on and check out Anita. Yes. She know she going to point you in the right direction, y'all. Let me see what else we had. We had Wordplay with RV the Poet. My boy Simeon Taylor was a special guest, and that's is that every Thursday? Not Wordplay isn't every Thursday, but they do poetry.
It's every Thursday, I think. Yeah.
Poetry every Thursday, right there at the Corner Bar and Grill. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me, the Corner Bar and Grill.
And shout out to them. Shout out to Corner.
Shout out to the Corner, man. Henry, Shanice, Chris, they holding it down in there, and my boy. Brother TL with the Music More Foundation, man. They keeping poetry alive on the Vine, so make sure you check them out every Thursday.
Thank you for doing that.
Man.
That's what we need.
Poetry's deep and low key. That's going to be the highlight for this year's 816 Day. Yes. You remember the first? Well, 1 year I did the film. Last year I did comedy. This year's going to be the poets. Dope. So I got y'all. I'm gonna hold it down, man. And then let me see. We had the Diversity and Art event with the Source down at the new event space. On the West Bottoms, 1225 Union. If you haven't got a chance to check that out, I advise you do. Again, it's an event space. They got an upstairs, downstairs. It's a lot you can do with that, and it's real spaced out, so you can do it safely.
You gotta go check that out.
Go check them out. Let me see. We also had a Rhythm and Brunch with my guy Kilo Hutchins from the KC Greek Picnic, man. That was down at the Corner. Zodiac Party with my man Lamont High, Rendezvous, and then Chiefs watch parties all over the city this past Sunday, man. I'm just glad y'all safe, Like I said, Lucas sent you. So just be aware. Yeah. And then let me see, this weekend we just had the Capricorn versus Aquarius birthday celebration. My boy Joseph Gayden, that was over at Visions Hall, and they had special guest R&B soul singer Carmichael. Music lover. Yeah, I had to look that up. I didn't know who he was. He sang them two-step songs. He sang them steppers. Okay. Yeah.
So he know who he is.
He know who he is. And then, of course, shout out to everybody that celebrated Dr. King's birthday and holiday with their day of service.
Yes.
Like I know the Justice and Dignity Center had an event going on. Miss Ellington and the GYRL, which is Giving Yourself Real Love organization. They put on a nice event. Shout out Missouri State Senator Barbara Ann Washington and the lovely ladies of Alpha. How about Alpha Sorority Incorporated? It's like you can't even say it right. You can't even say it normal. You got an Alpha. How about Alpha?
You always got to do something with it.
Well, shout them out, and of course, the Linwood YMCA. They did a nice event. I'm saying event. It wasn't an event. It was like a day of service. They got together. They either cleaned up. Whatever they did, but they did something to give back.
That's
so
good.
I appreciate all of you all. And then real quick, man, radio station to radio station. Shout out 107.3, who's been featuring some of our local female DJs. I know they've had DJ 911, DJ Dupe, and DJ Taylor Shea on there here recently, man. So shout y'all out. It's a lot of people that don't reach out like that. So that's good to see, good to hear. And then let me just go over some weekly happenings, things you can look forward to over the week. Again, clubs, bars, and restaurants can be open until midnight, so I see they've been extending the time. And, I should have hit that first. Happy National DJ Day. Yeah. Today is National DJ Day. And like I said, the DJ, if the bartender ain't the most important person in the club, the DJ is, okay? But for me, it's the bartenders. No, but shout out all the local DJs in Kansas City holding it down, holding it down. We got some that been in the game for 40 years, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all keeping us lit out there on the dance floor, keeping them vibes high.
That's right.
Let me see. So, like I said, you got soul sessions every Monday at the Juke House, and their guest features have been crazy. If y'all haven't heard Kim Keys, phenomenal. Precious Nicole, hold it down. And just this past Monday, Marley Young. If y'all haven't heard of him, he got the Drip Crip God. It was a national blow song. Marley Young, amazing performance, and he also has a song with Tech Nine too. And so Tech was there. Tech got on stage, did his thing. You know, Tech Nine. I call him Aaron. Aaron. That's how close we are. You know what I'm saying? Tech my dog. Let me see. Also, you got Mellow Mondays with DJ Dink and Bob's on Truth. That's Bob's in motion. Yeah, they still rolling. Oh, Bob's. Two max.
Drink for me.
If you go past two, you a fool. Yeah. Let me see. Tuesdays, still about tacos on Tuesdays. The Corner Bar and Grill, they got an open mic comedy over there with Corbin Cuts and Mixed Plate Comedy. You got Tease Me Tuesdays at Bob's in Motion with DJ Dink. Club 31 got the all-you-can-eat taco bar.
Okay.
Come on, Miss Cam. I see you out there at Club 31. Velvet Freeze,
Love it.
DJ Rocky Montana's down there. Lounge 42 over there in KCK. They got dollar tacos. And you got Vibe Tuesdays over at Rendezvous. Dollar wings, $2 tacos. Yeah.
$1 wings.
$1 wings, $2 tacos.
Look at God.
We can eat. Tuesday, you gonna eat on Tuesday. I'm telling you, look, if they start accepting EBT, we gonna be
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. And then I do want to shout out one of my favorite spots for Taco Tuesdays. Ain't no turn up or nothing. It's just straight tacos. It's amazing, decadent food. You hear me? Masob Restaurant, Misab, however you want to pronounce it, okay? And when I tell you these tacos are exquisite, from lamb to conch to shrimp, oxtail. He got this new jerk rib brisket.
39th Street?
36th Broadway. 36th and Broadway, right on the corner, man.
Okay.
And the vegetarian taco, that's my favorite. They got a vegetarian taco, man. I'm telling you about the flavors are amazing. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Miso. And actually today they got Wing Wednesday. They got dollar wings too. They got like 10 different flavor of wings, man. Wow. For $1. You can't beat it.
So if you on a budget, you just need to follow this regimen.
I'm just telling you. Hey, if you need the spots, I got you. Let me see. Wednesday, like today, Sip and Chill at the Juke House with DJ Foots. They got half-priced appetizers. Yeah, I know. They got the Southwest egg rolls. We're gonna have to mosey on down. They also got open mic comedy at Harley's Hideaway Bar and Grill over there in Shawnee. And tonight is actually ladies' comedy night. So y'all go check them out. Shout out to all the female comedians in the building. You got Way Back Wednesdays out there at Lounge 42. Open mic Wednesday. Open mic / WCW Ladies Night at Legends Comedy Club. My boy Rockstar Gumbo. And then Wednesday, Rhythms with Max Groove at Wingman KC and Sweet Comforts, man. They got dollar wings over there, too.
You taste their wings? Their wings are good.
Their wings are good.
Like, they got some good wings.
They got good wings. Y'all check them out. Again, that's KC Wingman. Wingman KC Kitchen. Something like that. It's right over in Westport. Right over there. Again, you can find all this information on the KCWya web page. If you, look, you talking about weird. It hit me. I got you. Let me see. Tomorrow, Thursdays, Ladies Night with Bingo. At Lounge 42. Thursdays at KC Wing, man. Everybody doing. Hey, we staying up.
Thirsty Thursdays.
We thirsty Thursdays. Yes, sir. They got 90s hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah, over there at KC Wing, man, on Thursdays. Unplugged open mic with Joe Black, DJ Mac, and Euro Productions at Parlor. Definitely a must go check out on a Thursday. Also, they've been starting an open mic comedy night at Legends, and they're looking for hosts. So, like, if you think you got what it takes to grab that mic and, get somebody to crack a smile real quick, on over there to Legends, man. Take a chance on the stage. And then you got a two-step game night with G Smooth at East Sports Bar. And I will say they do have some of the best smoked wings in the area.
Over there. If you have it,
definitely check them out. They smoke
on the
wings.
Kansas side, right?
Kansas side. It's on 74th and Neiman.
Okay.
Yep, closer to 75th, but it's 74, right in front of that Big Lots. Yes, sir. Let me see. And then for my live music lovers, Cheers Saturday with Darren J, the Go Hard Band over there at the Juke House. And for my steppers, Saturday two-step with DJ Fresh out there at Virtue. Going down, man. I'm saying the town be cracking.
It's
The
stuff
town
to do.
is still stuff to
stuff to
do,
do.
and it's ways to do it safely. Everybody's adhering to the new guidelines, COVID guidelines. Now
Yes.
you know Grandview a little different. You can get away with a little more in Grandview, just like KCK. So you know.
And you on a budget all week. That's like $20 all week.
Yeah, oh, you can
without
survive.
the drinks. Without the
You-
drinks.
Yeah, see, that's when it starts.
That's when.
If you do dry January, you don't need the drinks anyway.
Dry
Dry January.
Quit cussing up in here.
Dry. Really, that's a cuss word.
I haven't heard of that. I'm gonna try
Dry
that.
January.
Just January dry.
Just January.
Okay. I
You
probably
late,
need
bro.
that. I probably need that. I still got a few days.
Got a few days. Yeah.
I ain't gonna make it. And then one more thing, man. Sunday is skate night at Wynwood.
Yeah.
Wynwood Skate, they still out there holding it down. I know Hobo Tone is out there a lot. And then, of course, like I said, Sunday at Soiree, they have live
Peace.
music and steak night.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. So that's just a rundown through the week of things you can do if you just have to get out the house. You're tired of the cabin fever. You know what I'm saying? The sun's been out. We've been having some real decent weather here for the middle of January.
Right.
This is
Right.
very uncommon.
Unknown. Good.
You know, soak it up, man. Get you some of that sun, that vitamin D. Low key, they said that might be one of the stoppers for the COVID is vitamin D. So get as much sun in you as you can. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? I got some things that's coming up I want y'all to know about so y'all can check out. But right now, I am going to get into my guest. We're gonna holler at my guest. I think I'm gonna start with you, T. Is that cool?
It's cool.
That's cool, man. Shout out to T, man. I know he just lost somebody too, so you know I didn't even know if he was gonna come on, but I appreciate you coming on, family.
That's all good.
Again, if y'all don't know Mr. Terrence Maddox, like I said, currently he is the new president of the KCK NAACP chapter.
Congrats, man.
And he was former,
Thanks.
what was it,
Awesome.
4th District
Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Wow, wow.
He's always been big on the political side over there in KCK. So
good.
y'all welcome my man
Yeah.
Terrence Maddox to the building, y'all. Give him a little.
Terrence Maddox.
Squad.
So man, what's up, T, man? What's been going on with you, man? I know, like I said, ever since I've heard your name, I know you've been in the spotlight, at least dealing with politics, and now you got this new title with the NAACP, which you know around here we don't hear that
don't.
often. That's not something big.
Well, it's something that is going through a resurgence around the country, looking for younger people to get active in the NAACP and move that vehicle forward. KCK decided to move in a young direction. They elected me in 2020 in November. And so since I've been, passing out memberships and, bringing in new young blood and people with vibrant ideas. If you ask people about the NAACP, they have mixed feelings. They feel that, the organization has been inadequate over the last 20 years. Some people feel like if they get in, young people feel like if they've joined in the past, they didn't have a voice amongst the elders in the group. And so it's just that time, like all across the country. I was just looking at the inauguration today, and I was just looking at Mitch McConnell. He was barely moving. Like I was looking at a lot of the congressmen and congresswomen. I was like, are they 80?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, in the next 5 years,
They done.
these faces are going to change majorly, across this country. And so I think it's just that time all across this country in different eras and different organizations and different groups. A new wave of young people are coming forward and moving forward with ideas and, what do they call us? The
pillars.
what do they call our generation?
Generation.
It was the baby boomers, but we are the millennials. You know what I'm saying? And so the millennials are coming in with different ideas and formats of reaching people and dealing with people. So I look forward to what's coming forward in NAACP.
You being a young voice now, I'm at 18th and Vine, so I know how you are. Like, how is it getting the word out to the older people, letting them know? So this is a younger generation. They still stuck in their ways. I know you have to deal with that a lot. What do you deal with? Like, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, one thing, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to jump to your question. one thing that's scientific is change is always inevitable. You can't stop it. You know, change is coming over at some point in time. You have a changeover, you have a passing of the baton, whether people like it or not. For me, getting across to my elders can be somewhat difficult because a lot of the elders, they deemed us millennials, and it comes with somewhat a derogatory meaning. But basically, bridging the gap is what I've tried to do, bridge the gap between the elders and some of the young people. I told a lot of the executive board members and the general board members of the NAACP, my goal was to get young people involved, but not come in and just like a hostile takeover. But, you know, some of the people that have been active for 25 and 30 years pass on the wisdom, the knowledge, you know, the things they have obtained and gained through being members for so long, and kind of pass it on to the young people so that they can get active in that vehicle. I hope I answered the question.
You know,
You know, so just kind of bridging that gap is something I've tried to do.
That's what's up. And I'm because a lot of people, we've heard of the NAACP, but you still don't know what they do.
You know
what do they do?
You know what I think about? Oh, when I just think of Jesse Jackson. That's it. Like, I don't know what they do. I just think of Jesse Jackson.
When you think about the name of the NAACP, it's the historic significance of the group. One of the first groups, and I know we're in the W.B. Du Bois Learning Center. One of the founders of the NAACP was W.B. Du Bois. And so it is known historically for what it has got past. Like, one of the major victories, I believe, was affirmative action. You know what I'm saying? And affirmative action, people have mixed views on that. You know, who gained the most from affirmative action, whether it black people or white women. You know, so those things are out there, but there have been major victories in the past with the NAACP, and somewhat it's kind of been stagnant across the country, in my opinion, over the last 20 to 30 years because of the vehicle and the political approach of it. Without saying too much, the goal is, at the end of the day, most local chapters have subcommittees, and when you join the organization, there's a sheet of subcommittees, you know, has something to do with health, has something to do with entertainment, has something to do with finance, and you find what it is that you may want to do and get active and get involved in, and you sign your name on the dotted line that subcommittee. So the goal is to get things done in the community through advocacy, through the subcommittees. Unfortunately, when I look at a lot of the chapters across the country, a lot of the people are just elderly. You know, they're not as mobile as, you know, they're just lacking youth. From the organizations that have a lot of more youth, they're more active. You know, they're getting more things done in their community, and so that's why I have been promoting it. And WACO, like I had with a lot of the younger people, to say, you know, I didn't get in this this position just to be a rubber stamp person, or, you know, somebody just a sitting lame duck. I want to get in and get moving and get active. So that's been the goal, to try to grow the organization, get more young people involved, you know, things of that nature. So, yeah, so what we would like to see city by city with the NAACP are younger people joining their organization, but then bringing the major issues to the forefront. Like, whatever it is that may be an issue, say, for instance, I know in Kansas City, Missouri, one of the issues is they're asking for the resignation of the police chief. Well, when there's younger people who are on board, you know, that goes out there to see, is that movement relevant? You know, what is out there on the ground? Is it substantial? If it's substantial, then let's move with the people that's out there and make a push, you know, for a new police chief. So those kind of things is where the NAACP can come in and be effective, and joining other organizations and groups that are moving to bring about equality and things, you know, across the board.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. That was a lot. Y'all get all that?
That was a lot.
That's all right. Y'all can run it back. It's all recorded. It's loud. You know. Yeah, but that's what's up.
I felt like I was rambling.
Man, so when did it? Because I know they've been around forever. And like I said, I haven't even heard of a Kansas City, Missouri chapter.
There's one that used to be in the Lincoln Building.
See?
Are they still there?
I don't think they're there anymore.
Okay.
You know, it's Rosa
Parks? No, just
Watch out.
Watch out. That's the earliest I heard of it.
Rosa Jackson
That was a
was
good
member of the NAACP Kansas City chapter. She passed away like 2 months ago. Like that.
Sorry to
So
hear that.
after that, I haven't heard anything about that.
So they looking for a new one, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
There's some new blood in there.
No, I'm not. No,
You and I'm newly into this position, and one of the things that I wanted to do is create by state and coalitions and unit groups across the Kansas City Metro. So if North Kansas City has a chapter, if Overland Park has a chapter, like I want to try to team up with those different presidents. I'm new to it though, so I do not know if Kansas City, Missouri. No, I know Kansas City, Missouri has a chapter. I'll take that back. But the question is how active and who the members are. Okay. In major cities like Kansas City, Missouri, you're gonna have an NAACP. The only question is if it's active or not active, or are they seen and out front or not? Right. In certain places
we know they're not.
In certain places,
so
man,
I'm calling you out.
In certain places, it can be very political because I think one of the political things in the past is for the oppressor to run the vehicles or be in the seat of the presidency of advocacy groups that would stand up for the people they're oppressing. And so in cities where they have systematically vetted out a person and put them in the presidency, you don't hear a lot of advocacy. You don't hear a lot of up hoopla or uproar because that seat is owned by the very people that are oppressing us. I'll say that without saying too much.
Yeah. You choosing your words.
I don't even never choose my words.
That's what the president does. That's to not offend the congregation.
Pastor. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So are there any, like I said, I know you're new to it, but are there any agendas that you already had on the plate or anything that that was in the majority's plate at the time? Or
I do have a little bit of an agenda that I put down on paper. The goal first is to meet with our executive committee and see what some of their ideas and goals are and try to mesh my ideas and goals with those, because as a president, I have to answer to the executive board. You know what I'm saying? I can, move some of my ideas forward, but I also have to listen to the wants and desires of the executive board. So the goal is to sit down and meet with them. But I do have an agenda to go in directly into the city and look at the places where, disenfranchisement is prevalent. It's visual. And, I'm going to start sending letters. You know what I'm saying? Possibly sending letters saying we'll pick it. Either let's meet at this table and negotiate, or we picking it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, to directly, not necessarily force the hand, but through advocacy, push for better treatment on the behalf of people. So I know you were about to ask, did I have any input or things that I wanted to tell people who may be looking or tuning in? What I would like to say is, if you're a young person, wherever you are, I've seen the countless posts that people have made. I've seen the countless videos people have made in the last year just about Donald Trump, just about the unfair treatment, the storming of the Capitol. I've watched people say things, but we in 2021, we got to do more than talking. We got to roll up our sleeves. We got to find somewhere and get active. It may not be the NAACP. It may be the SCLC. It may be different organizations of advocacy. What I know for sure, for anybody who does their homework, the brown man, the African American, has always had to fight for civil rights. We've always had to fight just to be equal, just to be treated fairly. And I'm saying in 2021, that battle hasn't went anywhere. And if anything, it's increased, So, we have to, people should be getting active and involved wherever they are and picking the organizations of choice, where they may have friends and family members or church members, wherever you feel comfortable. Get involved in an advocacy group or an advocacy organization where you can get involved and push for change in your city. That's what I would like to tell people.
Because it's almost I would suspect that like the Black Lives Matter is kind of like the new.
Yeah, they would like to put everything under Black Lives Matter, and that it somewhat frustrates me because when I'm glad you said it frustrates me because when I'm on the front lines often, or I'm joining an action or a movement, it's not always Black Lives Matter, but the media takes it and says that's a Black Lives Matter rally, and that's not necessarily the case. In advocacy, people have to be careful, and that's a lot of times I don't talk a lot about advocacy. I don't talk a lot about the front line because it would scare people away. Like you really have to have a heart and desire and know what you're getting into.
Oh, I sent you.
Yeah.
I sent you. The whole world sent you.
I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm gonna have to Google him after this. No,
bro, just put in Terrence Maddox, BLM, and you said he. Yeah, they pulled him out. I don't know what he said. They sprayed him, pulled him out.
What you say? What you say to them?
Well, I told them in a roundabout way, you know.
Y'all got the one machine.
Censor, yeah. Make sure this is a family.
The death of George Floyd had just happened.
Mm-hmm.
We watched a police officer who was sworn in to protect and serve put his knee on the neck of a person who called for his mother, who he seen losing his breath.
Right.
And so my comments were in, retrospect to that. So I said something along the lines of, if you're going to overreact in a moment, if you're scared, then you need to turn in your badge. And I said I used a couple choice words with it. But by that time I was irritated. Some people see what happened. But I was there to peacefully protest. They had sprayed some pepper spray down the line, and then it started choking me up. And I had a couple of my children with me. I had 2 other children with me. It choked them up, and I got a little irritated because I was like, "That's why we're out here." These people may say a bunch. They've seen a lot on television. They're hurt. As a police officer, as someone who's paid with taxpayers' dollars, as someone that's sworn in to protect and serve, you're there with them. You're not there in the street against them. You're there with them. You're feeling their pain. You've seen a man unjustly lose his life with a person with his knee on his neck. You're not standing in the street against the protesters or whatever you want to call it, whatever you call it, the demonstrators. You are there with us. You're feeling our pain. And what I experienced that day on the plaza was actually people, it was like a police state against the people, and the people could feel it, and it somewhat agitated them, it aggravated them, and caused them to do certain things. Now me, I just start talking, and it was weird because it almost seemed like it was ordained by God, bro, because usually I'm on the front line with a bullhorn. I had no bullhorn or nothing that day. I just started talking, and the crowd was loud and rambunctious. When I started talking, it's like everything went quiet. And it was like the front row seat to the world. And I was just like, baby. And so for 50 seconds, I just laid into them. And they felt so pressed, as the young people would say. They felt so pressed, bro. They converged on me. 8 deep, sprayed my daughter at point blank range with the K9 fogger, sprayed me, pulled me in the street. I had to get surgery on my knee as a result. It's currently a lawsuit on the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department.
Get that money.
But like I said, at the end of the day, it was all unnecessary. I think based on the video, they ran on CNN, they ran it nationally. I think based on that video, the police chief in Kansas City, Missouri actually called a meeting with the police officers and said, look, the way we're dealing with the people on the plaza is too much. I was also told that my video was used nationally. My video, along with I believe 10 other videos, was used to push for national legislation of how demonstrators and protesters are to be treated by law enforcement when demonstrating. So they show that video, man. I do not like that video. I've never shared it on my page.
You need to. You made history, man.
Me all from everywhere. I was like, nope. I you know what I'm saying? Because
your history, man.
It's more of a humbling thing, man. When you're a real activist, it's not really about the limelight.
It's not.
You'll notice some people will come forward as activists. They'll say something. They'll get a little bit of limelight. They'll get somebody paying attention.
I can't say no names.
Share. I'm this. I'm that.
I'm gonna be good on your show.
And real true advocacy is not really for the limelight, but it's more so, a task of the heart. I can be at the grocery store and I watch an elderly person get mistreated, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
And before you know it, you're advocating for it because it's really what you do. You know what I'm saying? Some people are doing it for the limelight, trying to, grow GoFundMe's, after they went out and did a demonstration. And then some people, they really live for that. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. We appreciate my active front line people out there, man. Because really, nothing really changed without the front line.
Right. But see, that's what I was talking about, bro. And I don't like to talk about it a lot. I was doing some research. I stayed up to 4 o'clock the other night. I looked at Kentucky and what was going on with the Breonna case. Okay, they had 3 activists that have been mysteriously murdered. But people don't see that. When I looked at Mike Brown, they had about 6 people mysteriously murdered. I looked in, Cleveland and different places where injustices happen, and then, the people started demonstrating and forcing the hand of the people, and before you know it, mysterious deaths happen. And I'm not saying that to scare people away. I'm just saying move strategically. We ain't, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a sound mind. And when we have a sound mind and we move forward from strategy.
Preach, Pastor.
Strategy. But when you move from strategy, you know what I'm saying, you're more apt to be effective in what you're trying to bring forward. So I've watched advocacy in this country breed death at the same time. And so But it's a lot of times because people are out there doing things without a group. They're out there doing things without a crew. They don't have a code. You know, I've got a few brothers and sisters in this city, man. We got codes. Like when the Capitol was stormed, we started sending codes on the phone. People arming up. People like, where you meeting me at? Where y'all at? We have a code we move by. You know what I'm saying? And really, when you're out there, that's how you have to move. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a free for all.
It's bigger than you. It's a lot bigger than you.
That's exactly right. White supremacy is usually at the base of advocacy. You're fighting white supremacy. When you throw one stone at white supremacy throws 3 stones back. Always. It never take defeat. And so you got to recognize when you out there and you winning a victory, it's not short-lived. It's a victory for the people, but just know there's going to be some backlash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just know it. And be prepared, you know what I'm saying, and looking for it. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Man, shout out T-Mad, man. He's coming out here dropping some knowledge.
He need his own podcast, okay?
I'm telling you. So, what's up, man? If somebody wants to get involved with the NAACP, the KCK chapter, or even try to rejuvenate the Kansas City, Missouri one, whatever, how can they contact you or that chapter to go ahead and get on board?
Well, they can inbox me. We have an office at 13th and Quindaro, the old Kansas City, Kansas call office. We have an office there. They can reach me on social media. I am thinking I'm about to deactivate my Facebook though, man. It's just too much hoop to lie, and I'm trying to be focused in 2021. But they can reach me different places. My cell phone number's out there. I keep membership cards and registrations on deck. I did an interview with Channel 9 last week, and the reporter, even though she's not African American, she was like, I want a membership. You know what I'm saying? I gave her, the form on and I had kind of been ridiculing reporters in the past because I said they come in and exploit our community. They don't spend money there. They don't have a house there. They don't do it. They just come in and show the crime and the violence. You know what I'm saying? It's more of an exploitment than it is really, being there as an advocate with us. You know what I'm saying? So when she said she wanted to get a membership, I was like, look at God. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So if people want to get active, it's out there. It's right at our fingertips. People got cell phones. They do everything with it. They didn't learn how to GoFundMe. People from other states to get money right in their bank account. We know how to do what we want to do when we want to do it with this technology in our pocket. Use that technology. Reach out to the people. Find the organizations and get involved. No excuses. Like in this country, like I said, if you really do your homework, the founding of this country, we've never been treated fair. The only thing that we've ever got is the things that we fought for. And if people don't understand that advocacy is the only way that we got the little equalities that we have now, when we start to lay down and turn our backs, it goes away.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. The advancement of colored people. Come on.
Where's offering?
And look, and so I'm going to shout out my sister here. We're going to bring my sister on, Sister Trish, man, because she's bringing about the advancement of colored people in business in a whole nother way right here in Kansas City, man. All black everything creator, Miss Trish Mitchell. What's up, mama? Oh, let me.
What's up?
Give you that love.
What's up?
Hey, my dear, how do you do?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely.
This is awesome.
I love my black people. I really do. I really do. And man, black business is everything. Black money is everything. Like they said, our dollar is the shortest lived in our communities. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, tell us about yourself. I know you've been hustling since been hustling.
Yeah, it's been a while. Somebody said since Jaws was a goldfish.
Okay.
That was funny.
Look, he was a little bubble guppy.
Yeah,
Jaws was a bubble guppy.
Them was tidbits.
For sure. Yeah, I'm from Kansas City, born and raised. Huge family here. Kind of a underdog story a little bit. Grew up in poverty, domestic violence, sexual assault, just a whole lot as it relates to my upbringing and my background. But those things make me passionate about what I'm currently doing.
Definitely.
So I have multiple businesses that I operate in addition to the magazine.
Multiple.
All designed to make a difference in the lives of other people. So I write a series of children's books that teach children about acceptance and tolerance and patience and the value of friendships. I feel like if you insert those values in your kids while they're little, then you get a different adult when they grow up.
Definitely.
So I do that. I also have a clothing line called Go Baby Go. Okay. It's activewear for kids. Get them from behind their cell phones, from behind those video games, and active. Juvenile diabetes and childhood obesity is insane in our country.
Yeah.
And so we have to get our kids more active. So I created some functional, stylish active wear so kids can feel cute when they out being active. And so, yeah, I do the Go Baby Go. And then I recently became certified for life coaching.
Okay.
So I opened a life coaching office in Northtown. And I offer my services for free to anybody who's lost their job due to COVID.
Beautiful.
And so a life coach basically is in place to help you identify obstacles that are keeping you from living your best life, help you set goals to get over those obstacles, and then hold you accountable for them.
There you go.
And so, yeah, it's a great
Hope
business.
resources in a plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I write, direct, and produce live theater
I remember
here.
that. I remember you had some live plays going.
Yep. I have a production company that I run. I have a pool of actors
Jada Pinkett Smith.
that I choose from. Amazing, inspiring productions. They're designed to give hope and inspire and tell a story. Everybody has a story.
Definitely.
So these productions tell a story, and then at the end, I hit you with that inspiration.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's really, really good.
That's
And
what's
for
up.
816 Day, I had my Ish Eyewear, building that confidence, got
Yes.
sunglasses for men, women, and children. And so that was supposed to just be something fun because everything else I do is designed to help others. I was like, let me do something for me. And then it took legs. And so now Ish Eyewear is just a thing. It's just out there.
Beautiful.
And so then the magazine.
So you can put all your business in the magazine over.
I'm like this, like, go, give me more, give me more.
So All Black Everything magazine is a labor of love. Being an entrepreneur myself, I know what we face as African American entrepreneurs, and we don't have access to the same opportunities and resources as our counterparts do. Black businesses are failing at a 40% rate over those of our counterparts, and they don't make it to see 5 years. There was just a national study that was done, and Kansas City is second to last for Black-owned businesses not surviving 5 years. It's really, really, it's crazy.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
Yeah, it's
Kansas
crazy.
City is second to last.
Second to last.
For Black-owned businesses.
Failing. Failing.
Why is the
Failing.
question?
And the question is because we don't have access to resources. We don't have access to opportunities. If you look at the PPP loans that they offer for struggling business, Black-owned businesses didn't get a lot of that money. So now they're trying to kind of reallocate things and make it so those
After the fact, after half of them closed.
Half of them have closed.
Real.
Exactly.
That's true.
And so I created this magazine to give Black-owned businesses, talent, artists, songwriters, makeup artists, an opportunity to be showcased and show what they do. And a lot of them, they do more than run businesses.
Oh, yeah.
They help the community. They have empowerment conferences. They empower young people. I interviewed a lady that she takes children after they age out of foster care. They have no life skills. They don't know how to open a bank account. They don't know how to interview for a job. She gives them life skills, and that keeps them out of an already broken system. So if they don't have those life skills, you know what they're going to do? They're going to steal. They're going to sell
Be
dope.
an independent small, acting a plum.
They're going yes.
Mhm.
They're going to do whatever they have to do to survive. And so they end up right back in the system. So she gives them those life skills and helps them to learn how to interview and do things like that.
You being a Black woman, I mean, we just made history with the first Black everything.
I was screaming today.
We have no excuse as women. As what can you what is your feelings regarding her, and how has that affected your life now?
Oh man, that's amazing. I was rooting for her. I was crying today. I had so many emotions because we can do whatever we put our minds to.
Right.
We have these devices. Everything is right at our fingertips. I tell people that ask for business advice, I'm like, look, Google is your friend. If you want to know how to start a business, it's easier than you think. But you have to be ready for it mentally because it's a risk. You're putting your money out there. You're putting your resources out there, risking a return. So you have to be aware of the risk associated with starting a small business. And it's not easy. You have to be credible. You have to be consistent. And you have to have a product or a service that people want or need. And customer service gotta be up
Has to
there.
be up
You hear that, Black people?
100%.
Say that again for the Black people all the way in Africa.
Gotta
so they can
have stellar customer service is imperative. And so a lot of us, we want to get on social media talking about our customers and that,
You
all
can't
right,
do
you
that.
can't do that. And so this magazine is just given that opportunity in addition to keeping the Black Lives Matter movement alive. I have an article every issue about somebody who was unjustly murdered at the hands of police officers. And I was so blessed and so fortunate this morning to secure an interview with Breonna Taylor's mother.
Yes, girl.
So she's going to be on my June cover, and we'll be interviewing Tamika Palmer about Breonna Taylor. So keeping their names alive. The January issue is George Floyd. So I've got a write-up about George Floyd, the date of his death, and it's just really, really something that I felt was important because I don't want them to just be a blurb or flash in the pan.
Definitely.
And then we move on. We have short attention spans as it is. So everything is like a gnat, and we're on to the next thing, and we can't let that happen. We have to keep their names alive. It's informative. It talks about COVID-19 and how that affects the Black community. Also, question and answer, should I get a vaccination? Things like that. So this magazine is so well-rounded.
It's more than just throwing businesses.
Yes. I want to get into finance. Black people need to understand how they relate with money.
Yes, Lord.
If you take that $200 that you spend on them Jordans and invest it, we need to know about things like that. So I'm bringing all of that to the Black community. It's so important. Equal justice in our country, it's just an aspiration. It's not an achievement.
Oh, no.
So we are still working towards something, and we have to do our part. And that's my part. There's no charge to be in the magazine.
What?
I'm fronting all the costs.
Come on.
It doesn't cost anything to be in the magazine.
Beautiful.
So when you buy the magazine, you buy into the next issue. So I'm not making money on it. It's just something that I felt like was really needed for Kansas City.
That's tight. That's so tight.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think, we've never had a publication of just Black businesses other than them old school calendars. You remember Grandma had that calendar and it had the little Black businesses on the side? Yeah. I still got one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But that is beautiful to see. Now I know it's a lot of groups on Facebook, but to see it on written paper and in publication along the line and with other stories, keeping it local. I love that. That is so beautiful.
Yeah,
and when can we expect it?
It launched actually January 15th.
Yeah.
So it's already launched. You can get a digital copy right now if you want. And the actual printed copies are been delivered. They're sitting on my porch right now.
Okay.
So those are going out tomorrow because I've had people pre-order those. It's been amazing. Now, it hasn't gone without opposition.
Of course.
And I knew there would be some opposition. That's
course.
going to happen. However, it's gotten to be extreme. My inbox, my website, my personal email, Black supremacist, they're calling me a racist, a domestic terrorist, a hypocrite. Like, it's just been wild.
If you wasn't doing that, then people wouldn't be talking. So every time you do something, let them keep on talking.
True. But it hit me hard the first day. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding
That's why
me.
we got advocacy groups. You know what I'm saying? We gonna back you. KCWya you at, always gonna back you. Know that.
Yeah.
So, shoot, how do I get in contact with you? What, or how do we follow you? How do we stay updated on the magazine? All that. I need that info.
Yeah, so I have a Facebook page for the magazine. It's called All Black Everything Magazine. That's the website as well. Anybody that's interested in being featured in the magazine, send me your contact information and a little blurb about your business. You have to have a legitimate business. I can't put the weed man in there now. You have to have
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Get your LLC. I don't know. Biden said it might happen.
What if they got a hemp license?
Right.
So, but yeah, we gonna check you out.
Yeah, just go to the website, send me your info, and I'll set up an interview.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I appreciate all y'all, man. That's our time. I know that went quick. We got a lot more to talk about. So I might have them back on, man. But again, KCWya Radio right here on KUAW, man. Check us out every third Wednesday. Appreciate you all. Peace.